Hello guys. So I've been getting asked, is living in Switzerland expensive? So today I wanted to show you guys the cost of living in Switzerland, and especially in this video I wanted to show you guys my personal experience with the prices of the main groceries. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and explore them together. So I usually buy some of this ready-made sandwiches, and as you guys can see here, we have these 8 franc sandwich, some sandwich for 4 franc. So I cannot take this obviously, as you guys know that it's definitely tip for more than one person. So maybe if I buy it, I will actually have to share with my neighbors. So I cannot take this. So usually I get this sandwich for 4 francs. It's a chicken sandwich. It's usually a very good option, especially if I am trying to in a hurry, or if I want some cheaper meal options, then I definitely take the sandwich with me. Now, speaking from personal experience, as I have lived in Azerbaijan, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, I would say that for the 4 francs, compared to all the other options in Switzerland, I would say for 4 francs, it's actually a very free offer. Considering now, I will show you guys some of the other prices of the groceries, and you will see why. So now I wanted to show you guys the prices of the milk and the eggs. So if you're having the breakfast, personally I get this eggs, 6 eggs for 4 francs. So if I have this breakfast maybe, then I will use 2 of these eggs per day. So I think for a student these egg prices are also relatively cheap, as you will maybe spend 1 or 2 eggs if you have breakfast daily. So I would definitely suggest having this eggs included as an option. So now let's see the price of the milk here. I want to show you guys that for only 1.75 liters, it's 3 francs. And wow, that's a very cheap price for 1.75 liters of milk. And I know that we are not kids anymore, but milk is very healthy for us to drink as students. And seeing the low cost of this milk makes it a very easy option to take. And other than milk, the most important drink, what we need, is water. So as you guys can see, for 1.5 liters of water, it's only 1 franc. So it's Swiss water. We have all the different options here, but generally you can see it's just around 1 franc. And what I personally do regarding this waters is I get this glass bottle water, and you can just keep refilling it, as in Switzerland the water is free, especially from the tank. You can use the sink water. It's usually clean, you don't really need to filter it. So generally I would say the prices of water would cost around maybe 1 franc per day if you keep getting the new water from the groceries, but generally it's pretty much free. So now that we are done with the breakfast, I wanted to show you guys the living costs of having lunch in Switzerland. So, for example, this chicken we have here for 1.1 kilograms, 11 francs. Or for example, let's say some chicken breasts we have here, 0.4 kilograms for 6 francs, and it's on a 30% discount, by the way. And we have many more options. For example, these beef for 12 francs, some patties for 10 francs. So as you guys can see, the prices of these meat are actually really expensive compared to the other products we have just seen. But however, like, of course, if we get the whole chicken or if we get the beef, as you can see, it's very big and we cannot actually eat this in one day. So what I usually do is I just store, like, cut half, cook it, like it's just a lunch or a dinner if you have, then you can have it the next day if you can freeze it. So considering that, I would say it's actually a fair price for the chicken. But in Azerbaijan, maybe we can get, for this one price of chicken in Switzerland, we can get 4 chickens. So that's actually outrageous, but it's again Switzerland, and we know the prices are really high here. And now the second alternative, which I usually do, and it's students' most favorite alternative, especially regarding the costs, is some pasta and sauce. So as you guys can see, 330 grams of some pasta, tomato sauce. It will cost 4 francs. And this is just for the sauce. And for the pasta, we have many options here. 500 grams of pasta for 3 francs. Or even cheaper options for noodles, 2 francs. 2 francs again. So this is the students' most favorite option. As you guys can see now, it's really cheap. However, the only downside is the health effect of eating this every day. So if you are happy with eating pasta all day, then go ahead for it, but it will be really unhealthy, and the price actually will be very cheap instead. So it will be around 7 francs maybe per day just for the lunch and dinner combined. So that's also the thing with Switzerland, is if you want to eat healthy, you will be taxed heavily on it. However, all the other like unhealthy foods are much more cheaper. So there's also these shrimps here, 60 grams for 20 francs. Maybe we buy this for 1 week and we eat it for 3 days. We can just cook it in the kitchen. And there's some ready-made pasta as well, and ready-made pizza for 8 francs around, depending on which pizza. So the general agreement here is that if you want to eat healthy food, you have to pay much more. But if you're happy with eating unhealthy food and your health will take an effect, then it will be a really cheap cost in Switzerland. And there we have it. So considering all the prices, for me personally, the daily cost would be around 15 to 20 francs on groceries. So if I want to eat healthier, then it will cost more, around 25 to 30 francs. But just by these groceries and the options I stated earlier, you can lower this cost to around 15 to 20 francs. In my personal experience, it's very expensive. 15 to 25 francs is very expensive, especially per day. Because in Azerbaijan, for example, that's the price of maybe 3 days of groceries. But in Switzerland, it's just 1 day. So what do you guys think about these prices? Did you find them expensive, or were they relatively cheaper to your expectations? And let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video insightful or even helpful, make sure to share them with your friends who might be thinking of living in Switzerland, or if you're personally planning on moving to Switzerland, then make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.